So good. I'm sure you're all probably wondering why I gathered you here today. Hey, what's up? Hello. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, which you probably are because this is a brand new channel, then my name is Kayla and you are watching Kayla's Bookish Vibes. In today's video, we are going to be making a reading journal. So exciting. I've been looking forward to this all week. It's Saturday. I knew exactly what I was going to do with my Saturday since Monday, okay? I was going to take my kids, wake up early, take my kids to basketball practice, and then I was going to come home and make this reading journal. Let me show you all the items that I got for this reading journal, okay? This was very cost effective for me, and I'm extremely excited. Now, I consider myself somewhat of a creative person. However, if it has to be consistently creative, I'm going to get burnt out and it makes it hard to remain consistent. So I decided I'm gonna make this little reading journal. We're gonna try to make it really cute. And then as far as the upkeep of the reading journal, it's just gonna be like plug and chug, okay? We're not gonna be doing like a lot of spreads. There's not gonna be doing like doodling. I wanna use a ruler and things have to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, I get agitated. So because my goal is just to be consistent with completing this reading journal, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna make it something that I can just plug and check the information because that's really what I wanna use this journal for, is just to track my reading in 2024. The things that I got for this reading journal is an actual binder. I got this binder on Amazon. There's already a few things in it because I've been playing around with this idea for quite a while. I'm not in love with this binder and the binder itself may change. I just needed something this size so that I can make my inserts to the right size, right? So this is the binder. It's pink, you can tell. This is considered like the A5 size. I already got some stuff from like an old planner in there. They may or may not stay, but it's like a 6-ring binder. And this is what we're gonna use for a reading journal, right? And then in this bag, this is from Staples. Let me give you guys a better view of what I'm doing so you're not just looking at my mug the whole time. I have some old photos, just like some old pictures. I think I ended up getting these on Pinterest like years ago. I don't know if I'll use them. I want to make my own dividers using pictures that I made in Canva. So like this is one I made in Canva and just had it printed at Walmart for like $8. Library book tracker, because this is one I want to track like the books that I get from the library, obviously. And then in this little bin, honestly, it's just a bunch of scrapbook paper because I am the mom who scrapbooks. So I just have like a lot of different prints that I want to go through. And we're going to, this is actually probably really cute for this one. We're going to try and make dividers that fit in our binder. I'm probably just going to like laminate this together. Are you seeing the vision? Just to have like cute little dividers. Here are some more dividers that I made. This one is the audiobook tracker. And we have a little cutie listening to her audiobook on a walk. And then we have books to buy and new releases that I want to keep up with. I can just write down, this is supposed to be me and Lulu, which is my dog. I made these pictures using AI. I just told them what I wanted and they made the picture, and then I took the picture to Canva and put like little backgrounds on it. So yeah, that's how I made those. And then we're just going to use like random scrapbook pieces of paper that I might have that could possibly fit the vibe. I have lots of randomness. So we're going to do that. Got these from an Etsy shop. I forget the name. I'll leave it on the screen and link down below, but I ended up just printing these and I need to cut them down to size. So this is what I'm thinking, right? Like we're just going to plug and chug. This is the reading tracker. For each month I can fill in like with a highlighter or something, or color it in how many books I read for each month. And we'll do a flip through at the end, but I really need to cut all of these down and hole punch them so that they fit in this binder, right? Now that you are understanding what I'm trying to do, I'm going to try my best to execute this. It's wishful thinking. There is also something else that I got that I'm really excited about, and that is this HP Sprocket printer. It looks like this. Anyway, it's like a printer that you can print from your phone or your iPad. So it says made for iPhone, iPad, iPod. I'm probably going to use it with my iPad more. And it's supposed to be like a printer. Let's see, open it up. I got the purple one. It's so stinking adorable. I have to figure out how to work this thing. Oh, so cute. Oh, perfect. I can just keep it in this little case with the charger, and it'll be so cute. So I'm excited about that. I have to figure out how to work it. I don't know how to work it yet, but I'm excited about that because I want to be able to print like the small pictures of the book covers, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that. When I do the book review, I can put the picture of the book there. I'm hoping that it works out. I don't know, but I think it will work out. I also, to go with that, I ended up getting some paper that's actually made for that. And the great thing about this little printer is it doesn't take ink. Like, you don't have to put ink in it. You do, however, have to buy the specific paper that goes with it. But this paper has like a sticky back, so you can peel it off like a sticker and literally just stick it on there. And when you're scrapbooking, that is going to be amazing. But also for this reading journal, it's going to be so awesome to just get the book cover off of like Goodreads or Google or something, save it to my iPad, and then print it out on here. I'm so excited, and I really hope this works out the way I have it in my mind. Those are all the items that I purchased, or all the things that I got. Most of these things though I did already have, like the scrapbook paper, and then I just tried to be as cost effective as possible. This little PDF thing, like I said, was only like $2. The most expensive thing I got was this little Sprocket printer. And then everything else I pretty much already had. Binders from Amazon. I did end up purchasing a better quality one from Etsy. I'm just waiting for that to come in the mail, but until then I'll just be using this, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. As long as I can get it like set up today, that I can just transfer everything over to the new binder. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys on this ride so we can figure out this reading journal together. While I'm doing this though, I'm going to be listening to an audiobook. Let's get started. I'm rambling. Let's get started. Okay, while I'm continuing to laminate these things, I wanted to talk to you about my book. So I'm currently reading The Reformatory by Tanner Reed. I'm now 90% through with this book, and this is like the climax. It's like things are happening, things are moving right now, and I'm so shocked. So a brief synopsis of this book: we are following two main characters who are brother and sister. We have Gloria and we have Robert. Robert is like 12 and Gloria is older. Their parents are not around. So you learn very early on in the book, so this is not a spoiler. You learn very early on that their mother died of cancer and their father is on the run from the law. Okay. Now that leaves Gloria to be the caretaker for her little brother. And if you are an older sister or like the firstborn daughter, then you understand when I say she's giving those older sister, firstborn daughter vibes. Like she's about her business and nobody messes with her little brother. One day while they're walking to school, well, Robert is walking to school and Gloria is going to work because she now has to provide for her little brother. They take the back roads and they come across a white boy. This white boy is known to them. I can't think of his name. His name is not important. But this white boy starts to make like unwanted advances towards Gloria, and Robert, being the little brother, decides to kick this white boy in the knee. And of course, this leads to some punishment. So the white boy, I believe, plays football and he's slated to like go to some college in Florida. This is like the 1950s, mind you, and this is taking place in Florida. So he kicks this boy and his punishment is to do 6 months at the reformatory, which is a boys' school. Only it's not a school, it's a prison, and horrible things happen in this place. So, sorry, I'm trying to give you the details without giving you the story or without ruining it or spoiling it. So Robert goes to this reformatory school, and while he is there, Gloria is doing everything in her power. She's trying to go above and beyond to get her brother out of this school. Okay, Little Miss Man plays no games, and I relate to this young lady so much on so many levels. But she's playing no games. She's trying to get her brother out, and she has this gift of like intuition is what they're calling it. But she has this gift that she can't necessarily control, but sometimes when she meets people, she can kind of tell what's going to happen to them or like what their future holds. And sometimes that future isn't so bright. Now, what I love about the way Tana Reeve wrote this in is she's using it to kind of give you like bits of history. So she meets two historical figures in this book, and I don't want to spoil those moments, but she meets two historical figures, like real life historical figures, and she's able to see what ends up happening to them and like their contributions to the Black community and the results of those contributions. So I thought that was really awesome. As someone who is a history buff, I really enjoyed that aspect of the story. And then Robert, while he is in the reformatory, he's able to see haints or ghosts. And at first, this is kind of like the horror aspect of this book. But eventually, the horrific things that happen in this book has nothing to do with the haints and everything to do with the racism that took place in the 1950s. This book is very dark and very heavy, but so beautifully written. I highly recommend just go in knowing that this is not like a pleasant read, but this is what I believe is a necessary read, and it is so good. This is my first book that I have completed in 2024, and I'm so glad that I can start my year off with a 5-star read. If you have not gotten your hands on this, I recommend the audiobook, but I also recommend the physical version. Like, it's 50-50 up in the air for me on which version I enjoy better. But they are both so good. I've been kind of reading them both ways. But if you are into audiobooks, this is a really good audiobook experience. So I do recommend it. I got mine on Libby. It's supposed to be returned, I think, in like a day, which is fine because I'm definitely going to finish this book today. But I wanted to stop and give you guys a brief overview over the book because it is so good. I'm about to finish it now while I finish laminating these. These turned out so well, and I ended up just using like the scrap paper that was cut off after I made them. I was like, oh, these will make really good bookmarks. So I just decided to laminate some of those extra pieces to make random bookmarks that I can use later on. And I think I only have like 3 more of these, and then I'm going to start hole punching them. And then I'm going to start cutting and hole punching like the actual inserts that are going to go into the binder. I really hope this turns out cute. I also used some of the spare paper to redo like my little pocket inserts here, just so it can like match the vibes. You know, I want to get some really cute bookish paper clips to go in those pockets, Or maybe I'll, I don't know, print something out here in a little while that's like very bookish to put there. Just so it's really cute to look at. But yeah, it's turning out really well. I'm enjoying my quiet time. My boys are in the back playing the video game loud AF, which is why you're getting a lot of B-roll right now. So hopefully you don't mind that. But while they were quiet for a moment, I thought I would update you all on this book. So yeah, let's get back into laminating. Y'all, I have cut all of the inserts. I have made my dividers and I've hole punched the dividers. That was the easy part. Sorry, the light. This is why I'm filming this clip now, because the sun is going. Sorry if you can hear my kids also. The sun is going down. My light is leaving. So I have cut all of my inserts for this book journal. But now I have to hole punch them. By the time I finish hole punching, my daylight will be gone. Because I have to use this to hole punch. This little hand thing, which means I can only hole punch like 6 pages at a time. And there are a lot of pages here. So I'm gonna take my time. I don't wanna rush this. I'm actually really enjoying the process because it's like very therapeutic. I finished my book, The Reformatory. Thank God for that ending. 5 stars. I'm going to be doing a full review on my TikTok. So by the time this video is up, my review for my TikTok will also be up. So you can check out my review on my TikTok if you want to know my thoughts about that. Such an amazing book. Highly, highly recommend. So I'm going to continue doing this. I'm just watching some YouTube videos while I'm doing this. It's very relaxing. And I will come back to you guys probably tomorrow when it's completely done so we can do a flip through. But I just wanted you to know, like, I've been doing this all day. No complaints. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, I've been doing this all day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys. All right, it's a new day, Sunday. And we are done with our reading journal. She turned out absolutely adorable. I'm so happy with how everything turned out. She looks a little Frankensteinish from the sides because I did have to cut everything myself with my little paper cutter. And it's not even, and that's okay. I am definitely okay with it not being even, like completely flush on the sides, as long as it's like, this is fine. for me, right? If you're a perfectionist, I don't know what to tell you, look away. But it turned out so cute. So I'm gonna do a little flip through with you guys to show you all of the inserts that I put in here and how I plan to organize and track my reading for 2024, as well as show you all how I was able to use my HP Sprocket. This little thing, it is small, but it is mighty and it is worth what I paid for it. I'm kind of upset that I didn't have it sooner, and I highly recommend. I will leave one link down below. I don't have an Amazon storefront or anything like that yet, but if you just want a link to the exact one that I got, I will leave it linked down below for you. So let's go ahead and flip through this reading journal, my labor of love. Okay, hopefully you guys can see, but it has like a little magnetic closure on it. And when you open her up, the first thing that you notice is this bookish babe sitting at her home office in her home library. So the first spread that you see is the bookshelf spread. So we have the bookshelf spread, and I'm hoping to fill this up by the end of the year, where I just shade in every book once I finished one and write the title on it. And then hopefully by the end of the year, I can fill up my bookshelf. The next one I have is my annual reading goals. So this, at the end of the year, I'll be putting my favorite book of the year there, and then my favorite quote there, and any reflections that I may have at the end of the year. The monthly reading log here, you'll put the goal that you want. So in January, I want to read at least 8 books, and then I'll end up filling in how many books I actually read at the end of that month. I don't really care about pages or minutes. I never track my reading by the pages I read or the minutes that I read. That's not important to me, but the number of books that I read, I do want to track. I can't wait to fill in this reading tracker. It's just every month I can shade in how many books I read for that month. And then at the end of the year, I'll have a nice pretty chart to look at. Spread, we just have our monthly reading challenge. This came with the prints that I got from Etsy. I don't know if I'll be following this, but it will be interesting to see if I can read at least one book from each of these genres. I thought it was a really good idea, so I kept that in there. And then this is just like my overall reading goals. I have quite a few. Make a booktube channel, which, hello, we finished that goal. I can check that off. Track my reading, which, look at me, killing my goals already. 50 books, read those, and then find my fantasy taste. That will probably be a later video. It's trying to figure out what type of fantasy that I'm into. I just discovered that I actually enjoy fantasy, so I'm still trying to find my taste in that. Then we have our book of the month tracker. Now I'm actually subscribed to book of the month, so I get 1 book a month, and I want to keep track of the books that I choose just so I can make sure that I'm reading them. And then on this side, I also have another book of the month tracker where I actually want to pick my favorite book of the month once that month is complete. So at the end of the year, it will be easier for me to track which book was my favorite book of the year using like a bracket system. This is my audiobook tracker, pretty self-explanatory. I will be tracking all of my audiobooks here and whether or not I finished them, give them a rating. And books to buy and new releases. I'm really big on keeping up with releases when they come out. So I can't wait to fill this in with all of the books that I'm already so excited that are coming out in 2024. I'll be doing a video on that soon. And then this is just a really cute one. I didn't make this one in AI. I believe I got that print off of Pinterest. So this is the series review. I'm in the middle of quite a few series and I want to keep track of those and then rate the series as a whole. So I have a few of those to track. And then again, this is just a print that I got from Pinterest. And then this is like my favorite section. So I have favorite quotes that I want to fill in, favorite books that I would want to fill in, favorite authors. I can't wait to fill those in because in 2023, I discovered quite a few authors that turned into auto-buy authors for me. So I'll be using this to complete like an auto-buy author list. And then ebook tracker, also self-explanatory. I did make this print on AI. Sorry for the lighting, guys, but I'm working on sunlight. Ebook tracker. I'll be obviously keeping track of all the ebooks that I read. I do read quite a few books on KU, so I want to keep track of those. And then my library book tracker. I want to keep track of all the library books that I check out, the library books that I read. I go to the library quite a bit with my kids. They are homeschooled, and we go to the library at least once a week. And whenever I'm picking up books for them, I'm also picking up books for myself. So I'll be tracking those there. This is probably my favorite divider. My favorite print. It is so cute. And then here's where I'll have all of my book reviews. So as you can see, I've already tried to fill out a little bit for the reformatory. As you can see, I gave it 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. I filled out all the basic information. I'm still waiting to do my review because I really want to take my time with that and digest this book. I just finished it yesterday and it was so good, but I really want to like flesh out my thoughts. But as you can see, the picture that I used for the reformatory is the cover, and I want to show you guys how I was able to do that using my HP Sprocket. It comes in different colors. So stinking cute. It's absolutely adorable. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm able to use this to print out the book covers. I had to charge the Sprocket. You do have to charge this thing. And I have not charged it since I got it. So that's why it wasn't turning on. So now you can turn it on by pressing this little button here. And you'll see that that light lights up. Okay, so I do have the HP Sprocket app. You will need that in order to use this. So I just tap that. I am going to press collage, and then I'm going to tap select and pick the 2 pictures that I want. So these are probably the 2 books that I'm going to read next. Then at the bottom, I'm going to press this little arrow. And then you see the 2 books. You slide over and you can see. So down here it asks like how many copies you want to print of each. I only want to print 1, but in order for it to fit in this box, we need to finagle it. So I'm going to edit this picture with this little pencil button. I'm going to tap that, and then I'm going to scroll over here so I can rotate it. And I want it to go long ways. And we want it to go long ways like this. As you can see, I'm still learning it. But you want it to go long ways. Check. And then go to the next picture and do the same. So we want it to be this way. And we want to have it long ways like so. So then when we go to collage, we can pick the correct one. And as you see, like both of those fit. As you can see, like 4 is just kind of cut off here, and so is the author. I don't really care about that. Like this one seems to be perfect, but the author is cut off here as well. Let me see. Let's see if we can go back and... So in this preview, it fits. Like the title and the author fits. So I'm going to press check and we'll see if in the final product it's the same. So in this one, we're going to edit it and then we're going to rotate it. It needs to be long ways and we have to rotate it. Click this again. And as you can see, Forge is not cut off and neither is the author. So we're going to save this. And then when we go to collage, because I want to print more than 1 on each paper because the paper is not cheap and I don't want to just use 1 for 1 picture. Also, if I just used 1, the whole sheet would be too big to fit in that area. So collage, where we split them in half. And as you can see, this is where the things get cut off, and I'm okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that for my planner. And once it's done, you're going to press the little printer button here. There you go, and it says your photo will now print. And it should print out momentarily. And here are our book covers. Completely adorable. What I love about this paper is the back is already sticky, so you don't need anything except some scissors, which I have in my little bag. I just used some scissors to cut up the middle to separate it into two different stickers. And then the back peels off so that you can stick it directly on there. Now this book hasn't been released yet, but I have an arc of it and I have been wanting to go ahead and get into this book. You can just peel the sticker off, just peel the back off, and it can stick right on there. Voila. This book I will be getting to as well this month because, like I said, I'm really trying to find my taste in fantasy, and this is a fantasy novel. So we'll put that on the next page. Love it. I do have an unfinished books page at the very end. I just have one. So this is where all my DNFs will go. It's not even double-sided because I don't DNF books a lot. I definitely DNF when I'm not enjoying a book, but that just doesn't happen often. So I'll keep track of these there. And then the last page or the last section is just reading notes. So anytime I want to take some notes while I'm reading or things that I want to remember about a review, I'll write those there. And then that is the end of my reading journal. On the sides, it's like not even at all, but I don't mind. I do not mind. Also, the dividers, like on the back of each divider, I don't know if you noticed, but on the back of each divider, it's like just plain. And then some of them, this is actually still on there. I didn't realize until after I had put them in there that like I never covered that up. So I'm probably just gonna leave it, honestly, because it doesn't bother me and I'm really the only one that's gonna be using this tracker. So yeah, there we go. There's my reading journal. All right, so that is my reading journal. Hopefully you enjoyed the process of me showing you how I made this. It's so cute. I even got alternative cases because my mood changes. So I got a green one. These are both from Amazon and they were like $9. I'll leave them linked down below if you're interested. I did also get a really nice one on Etsy and I'm still waiting for that one to come in the mail. So hopefully that one is just as cute. But if not, I am perfectly fine with this pink one. I think it turned out so cute and I cannot wait to use this thing to track all of my reading habits for 2024. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it into the end of today's video, if you made it through me rambling, trying to figure out how to show you all how I was doing this. This was kind of difficult to shoot and film for me. I don't know why, I just could not figure it out. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much if you made it to the end, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.